Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lainey. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to be doing my update to the deck of panning Project Pan, so if you're interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. Before we get into that though, if you're new here, please remember to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video from me. Alright, so as you probably know by now, this is a project created by Emily and Max. I will link her channel down below as well as all the information you need to know about this project, including the spreadsheets, intro video, rules, all that kind of stuff, as well as books with Maddie, which this project was inspired by. So I will link all the relevant information down below, but we are using a deck of cards to pan stuff, and let's just hop into the update because it's quite an exciting one. Starting it out with the oldest, which has been in here all year long, I've got ColourPop Flexitarian. This is rolled in for the prompt Represent Another Project Pan. I chose Color Pan, created by Misty, and I am trying to finish it. This is what it's looking like. I mean, we're getting there slowly but surely. I've been trying to focus in on this a little bit more, which you won't be able to tell by my numbers because I only used it 7 times, but I am really reaching for this more often than not over the last, like week or two. So I am really trying to focus in on this highlight and finish it because I don't want it in my collection going into 2023. Then I've got Nabla Nude number 4. This is a lip liner, and this was for an A to Z shade. I didn't have much in my collection that started with N, so I went with a lip liner because I didn't want to roll an eyeshadow. I only had 2 more uses to go on this lip liner, and I did achieve that goal. Next up, I had my Pastel Pup palette from Menagerie. This was for Represent Like Spring, and as you can see by my tallies, I have used each shade 1 time. Originally, my goal was to use each shade twice, but then I scratched that goal. All I had to do was use the shade Snowball and Whisker, which is this shimmery blue and this black, which I'm actually using on my eye look today. I used just stuck my finger in it. I used just a hint of black on the outer corner today, and I used Snowball, the blue shimmer, on my lower lash line so I could roll this out in this update. And I really like this palette, but I think it's time to move on from it. Next, I had the prompt wild card, so I could pretty much pan whatever I wanted, and I chose my Tower 28 blush in the shade Magic Hour. My goal was to hit pan, and as you can see, I have hit a nice big pan. I absolutely love this blush. It is my favorite. Not just one of my favorite cream blushes, but one of my favorite blushes in my collection. And I only had to use it 3 more times in order to hit pan, and I've honestly used it many times since then. I just stopped tracking it. This is a really great blush, and I think going into 2023, this is a blush I'm going to try to completely finish at some point in the year. So next up, I have the prompt Represent Another Project Pan. I chose the Project Level Up, created by Sophie Alexandra, and I randomly generated this Blend Bunny Surge palette, which was, I just basically had a list of all of my palettes that didn't have pan in it. And so I was just doing level 1 of the project, so I had to use every shade 1 time, as well as hit pan in 1 shade. And this is what the palette is looking like now. I have used each shade 1 time. In fact, some of these I've used more than that, as well as I did hit pan in the shade Flash, right? It's Flash. Yep. I think I used this in about 5 or 6 uses, or I hit pan in about 5 or 6 uses. But I'm really glad that I can roll this palette out. I'm actually using the blues, which I had already used them, but I'm using the blues in this eye look today paired with one of my new Cleona shadows. So I'm really glad I was able to get some good use on this palette and use all of the shadows, and I'm glad I was able to also hit pan in it. So this now has 1 pan, but I am excited to roll this out because I've just been feeling overwhelmed with the amount of eyeshadow I'm panning, whether it be to hit pan or just like to use all the shadows. So I'm glad that I can have 2 palettes in this project rolling out. Next up, I forgot to write the prompt down, but I rolled in Mycelium, which is a Super Shock shadow from the ColourPop and Raw Beauty Kristi collaboration. I want to say it was like a Project Graveyard or something like that. And I had already previously hit pan in this, but I just wanted to use it an additional 10 times. And so I have used it twice, so I have 8 more uses to go to accomplish my goal for this. This Super Shock is still, it's almost 2 years old and it's still as creamy as ever. And I'm enjoying using it. It's a nice topper shade or an inner corner shade, so 8 more uses to go on this guy. Alright, so we are keeping in my ColourPop Super Shock as well as the Mycelium Super Shock eyeshadow, but everything is rolling out, so that means we've got to roll in 4 new prompts. So let me get my cards out, let me shuffle them, and then we can get started on pulling cards. Okay, so I have shuffled my cards. I'm going to cut the deck like I always do, and let's pick 4 cards. We've got 4 of clubs. We've got Queen of clubs. We've got 3 of diamonds and Queen of spades. So let me pull up, where's my phone? Oh, it's here. Let me pull up the spreadsheet and see what we've got going on. Okay, so first up we have 4 of clubs, which matches eye color. I have green eyes, so I guess we're picking something green. Queen of clubs represent another Project Pan. Again, I've gotten that quite a few times this year. Queen of spades once again represents another Project Pan. And 3 of diamonds is this time last year. So I think that's something you bought this time last year. Now, because I have 2 of the same prompt, I am going to actually roll a different card so I can have 4 separate prompts. Maybe that's cheating, but that's what I want to do. So that is 6 of clubs, which is a largest category. Okay, I'm back. That was harder than it should have been, once again, but I'm really excited about the products I'm rolling in. So let's get started. So one of the cards I pulled was 4 of clubs, and that matches eye color, and I have green eyes, as you can maybe tell. And so I chose this cream shadow from Phytosurgeons. It's in the shade Velvet Leaf, which is definitely not my exact eye color, but sorry, I'm like distracted. But you know, I feel like I have like kind of like a more muted green eye color, so I thought this would be nice, and I realized I did not pick a goal. I think I'm gonna just give myself 10 uses for this cream shadow. I can use this as a base or on its own, so I'm not really worried about it. It's much easier than like trying to do something with a palette. Next, once again, for the 3rd time in this project, I got to represent another Project Pan. And so this time what I did was I picked a product that I wanted to use and found a project to work with it. So I'm going with the 4 Seasons, which is a Pantastic Ladies collab, which is just kind of, you know, a seasonal based Project Pan. And so I chose something, since we're going into fall and I'm very, very excited about it, I chose a fall themed product, and I chose this lipstick. This is my Lunar Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Hallows Eve. This launched last year with their Moonspell collection. It is a beautiful, beautiful bright orange, and I have not used this nearly enough. And I really have not been using my lipsticks nearly enough. I've been focusing on what I've been panning, so I want to change that. So I'm gonna roll this in and also give myself a 10 use goal. Then again, I rolled in another Queen of Spades, which also corresponds with represent another Project Pan, and because I didn't want to do that, I bended the rules and I pulled again. And so for the pull on that, I got 6 of clubs, a lot of clubs in this one, which was largest category, and I cheated again, just a little bit. I have 52 eyeshadow palettes, but I have 50 lipsticks, and I'm basically, I don't think I mentioned it at the beginning, but I am trying to roll all my eyeshadows out of my Project Pans that, I mean, aside from like single package shadows or something like that, I'm trying to get all of those out of my projects, aside from my Battleship Project Pan, my Pan those shadows, and then I am doing, like, I'm trying to hit pan in my Book of Magic palette and my Throwback 30, so like those are like the only eyeshadows I want in my project. So I kind of disqualified my eyeshadow palettes. I'm like, no. I guess I could have done a single shadow, but whatever. So I decided to go with lipstick because I do have quite a large lipstick category, and again, I chose a fall color lipstick because I'm very, very excited for fall. And this is the ColourPop Glowing Lip. This is a newer product line. This is in the shade Museum Date. Again, just a really, really pretty fall shade. I saw Millie from Bad to the Brow wear this in one video, and I was like, next time I'm buying from ColourPop, this is going in the cart. And it's just a really nice, easy lip color. Really just like a very like no frills formula. It doesn't like, it's not long lasting, but it wears away gracefully. So I'm also getting myself a 10 use goal on this, and so I am excited to use it. Then I got 3 of Diamonds, which corresponds with this time last year. And so I wasn't doing like regular haul videos last year, so I looked on my Ulta history, my Ulta order history, and I did make a purchase at the end of August. And one of it was actually the lip gloss I'm wearing, this Buxom Pumpkin Chai lip gloss, which is in my Throwback 30. But then I also got this concealer, which is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Concealer in the shade Fair Cool 01. It is a stick concealer, and I really like this for breakouts and just doing a little bit of a heavy duty coverage. I do really enjoy this concealer. I just rolled one into one of my projects, but I think I'm gonna give myself a 30 use goal on this. And I mean, I can use it beyond breakouts, and I honestly, like, I'm breaking out on my cheeks a lot. I have some like dark marks, so this will definitely get used. So this won't be like rolling out next month, but I will definitely, you know, it'll be easy for me to use. So that is the last project, or that's the last product I'm rolling in. So once again, we have the 2 Super Shock shadows staying in. I don't think either of these will be rolling out next month. And then before new products are the Phytosurgeons eyeshadow, which I don't think will be done next month. We've got the 2 lipsticks. I'm going to aim to maybe have Museum Date out next month. These are 10 uses each. And then we've got the concealer, which is 30 uses, which shouldn't be out next month. So hopefully next month I can just roll out Museum Date and then have a better update in, next month will be September, so October should be a good update. So that is all I have for you today. I hope your project is doing really, really well if you are participating. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment if you like down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!